Hi folks, Matt here from Go NC500, and today I just wanted to talk to you about some of the power parts that we have fitted on our KTM 790 Adventure R long-term test bike. So, spec'd from new from Drysdale Motorcycles down at Perth. We did a bit of research before we went for one of these, and we went for one of these rather than the GS because we wanted a little bit of sportiness, and Drysdale were more than happy to help us out with that. So from new, we spec'd a few additional things on here, and I'll run through them one at a time. So one of the first things that we put on here, the Karoo tyres are not very good. They're not very good on road, they're not very good off road. I'm sure they're perfectly acceptable for the vast majority of people, but for the kind of riding that we're going to do, I decided that Pirelli STRs would be the best kind of blend of on-road and off-road tyres. And so far we've done a mixture of grassy fields, stony tracks and fast road riding. She's not run in yet, it's only done 187 miles, so we're still limited to 6,000 RPM, but give it a bit more time. I think probably they're going to be the right choice in terms of tyres. They seem pretty confidence inspiring. So that's the tyres that we've put on. If anybody's after some Karoos, drop me a message in the comments, and I can let you have those for the very special price, if not free. The second thing is we put the Akrapovic sports exhaust on there. Now that is a genuine KTM Power Parts part with the link pipe, and I think that retails at 874 quid. Which is a fair size of cash, but it is a lot lighter than the original. So we've got the original here, and I'm not quite sure how much that weighs, but that's a hefty bit of kit. So we spec the Akrapovic exhaust on there. Sounds really nice, especially once you're up above kind of 5,000 RPM. The second thing that we spec'd was the replacement screen. So as standard, the Adventure R comes with this tiny little screen here. I've not tried that yet. I will at some point stick that on and go for a ride just to see what the direct comparison is. So it's got the Adventure S screen on there at the moment, and we've got this little Puig screen extender on the top there, which seems to make quite a bit of difference. Nice for touring, but it does get in the way when you are off-road. So I think probably if we're planning to do any serious off-roading, we'll put the Adventure R screen back on. And that really does tidy up the front end as well. Once you put that little Adventure R screen on, I think it probably looks a lot better. So what next? Heated grips. We've had the KTM heated grips fitted on there. That is a £174 option now. They seem to work really well. They're not as hot as Oxford Adventure grips, but the reason we went for them is it doesn't change the diameter of the grips very much. Oxford grips really are quite chunky, and after a while it starts to make your hand uncomfortable. So we had the heated grips fitted on there. They're not the best in terms of functionality. The lights are actually quite hard to see in bright light, but I guess we'll see how that pans out over time. The next thing that we had fitted was the cruise control, and the cruise control is a £220 option. Really looking forward to trying that out. I have not had a bike that's got cruise control on it before. We had a couple of issues, as you know, if you've watched the other videos right at the very start. All those problems seem to have been fixed by replacing the battery. So as new from KTM, the battery failed essentially. But now we've got that new battery on there, the cruise control seems to work perfectly, all the standard functionality on there. So that is awesome. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. I think probably the only other thing that we'll look at enabling, and it is just a software upgrade, will be the cruise control. Whether the quick shifter. Now, whether the quick shifter is worth the 300 and whatever it is, 384. Is it 384? 349 pounds upgrade or not, time will tell. But it'd be quite nice to have that, because it really does love to sing. So there we go, that's what we've got on this bike. We'll give you some more feedback on that once we get out on the road. If you like the stuff that we are doing and you want to see more content of bikes out on the North Coast 500 up here in Scotland, then please do subscribe and click like on the link below. Alright, cheers guys, bye.